everything to me. Like this city means everything to myself. I feel like it's a parallel to my own life. It's a parallel to my career, you know, the underdog, the up and coming, the city that's never got the shine that it deserves. I feel like my music and my career is much of the same way. Probably a lot of artists here in Orlando feel that way as well. But and in the state of where the city is now, and the growth, and to see the construction growing, and to see more people here, and to see people coming together and doing bigger events, like this is it. Orlando is the spot. Now I'm living here again, affecting the community's affecting me, and it's been one of the most beautiful experiences of my entire life, just coming back to Orlando. So this place, this city means everything to me. I hope that we're able to grow Full Sail and the city's connection more, so that the students who are in Full Sail don't just leave Orlando, actually stay here, because there's something here to stay for. And I was mature enough and I was old enough to understand that. So it was a beautiful experience for me, and I think Full Sail is the heart of this community. We know what, you know what I mean, Chicago is, we know what New York is, we know what LA, we know what Atlanta is. And those are great communities, but the world doesn't know what Orlando is past Disney World. You know, I'm not caring about the numbers, not the dollar numbers or the view numbers, because at the end of the day, as an artist, as a creator, as a singer-songwriter, me and Post Malone, when we open our eyes in the morning, we have the same job to do, which is to make amazing music. He might have millions in this account, now it might be negative, but we wake up with the same job to do, you know, and I can't he might have 34 million views on his song, and I might have 24 views on my song. Does that mean I get discouraged and I'm not supposed to do it? Because at one point you get those views. So it's not about the views. So one thing is getting the numbers out of your head. Right? It's easy to do something when you get to play with toys and you get to be a cool person. But who's really there grinding when no one knows your name, and you know what I mean? You know that you made this thing happen, and no one knows. And that's okay.
Yeah. What made Orlando kind of special to you? And how did that inspire you?
It's the fact that, like, having, okay, so listening to music, it's real music, but like the way I'm about to put it's gonna sound crazy, but like it don't make sense. It's like boom, it's like watching like a movie and then hanging out with your homies and they show you just wanna work on it. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how fucking music is. It's like, oh, like the stuff that like are out there that's revered by the masses, we have that. But we have, oh, we're next. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the feeling.
Do you feel like we're up next or just right now?
Nah, we are. The NBA said we are. Yeah, for sure. Like little stuff like that just shows you like the rise, not of, because if the city rises, there's more money into the city, then like because of that, like different opportunities are gonna present.
The logical aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not all us that we have to. Like, as creatives, we can't keep pushing it. We can only push it so far. Money needs to start happening.
That's a
like
fact.
the city. That makes
fact.
complete sense. We haven't really touched on that, so it's nice to hear.
Just the fact that all of these creatives are in one spot and what's coming out of it. That's a testament to, okay, like, this is where it's at.
Has it ever been like this?
No.
And why not?
Timing. Because sometimes you gotta easily put, it's like, okay, I read the Alchemist, right? I think I referenced it before too. But so he went through this crazy journey to end up back when he started. Like his treasure was in the beginning. Case in point, he had to go through these experiences to appreciate the treasure, which was what he was in the beginning. To like find something you can be like consistent in and scale. Cause like that'd be the hardest thing, is like, okay, like I could do this forever, but if it's only right here, then we gotta find something. Or it's like, yo, this would be dope to do, but it's a lot to do. So it's like find something that like you can do, and then continue to scale it, continue to grow it.
I was the first independent artist here in Orlando that a song placed on the Madden game with my friend Haley Hunt, 2 girls here from Orlando. Sold millions of copies, and it taught me the first thing about when you write with somebody else. The minute she signed it for the little 8-10 grand that Snoop and Pharrell Like, learn off of our mistakes. That's why I love interning. You know how much money and mistakes I made on other people's dimes? A lot. But I learned everything, and I know more than them. And that's how I learned publishing interns. So I would think, if you're not working, you should be interning. And if you're not interning, you should be working.
So in order for me to get those royalties that I told you all, you have to own the intellectual property. So, how do I own it? This MP3 that's floating in the air, how do I grab it and put it in my pocket? I file a claim with the copyrights, U.S. Copyright Library of Congress. How do we do that? It's simple. What am I doing this for? I'm doing this so I can tell everybody that this MP3 belongs to me, Jay Yoko. It is mine. My ownership. Why am I doing this? So if anybody else tries to take this song, they cannot. I have a written document. That's why you go through the Library of Congress. And I know a lot of people have probably heard about poor man's, and I'm gonna, well, once it's done and it's written, it's copywritten, cool. If you go to a court of law and say, well, I wrote it in my notebook like Taylor Swift on my stomach and my feet were swinging and it was da-da-da-da-da, they're gonna say, I don't care. Where is it saying that this is your ownership?
In order to brand yourself properly, you need to know who you're branding yourself for. So that leads to my next question, which I'm glad you guys brought up the fact that they need to know who they're branding for. How do you determine who your fan is? Because unfortunately, I love all the music artists out there. I'm big on helping each other grow, but I know a lot of artists out there that have no clue who it is that is supposed to be they're supposed to be paying the most attention to. And
wherever you go, you have to leave your mark. You feel me? Like you have to leave your energy somewhere. You feel me? So I feel like that's the whole thing of branding. It's letting people know exactly who you are and what you stand for. And a lot of people out here we have today are creators and artists, and you stand behind it with your art as well. You feel me? But now you got to get it out to the masses. So how do you let people know who you really are? You feel me? All of that stands behind your brand. To me,
I think branding is what people think about you and what they remember about you. You know, and that could be a logo, that could be a picture, a video, that could be, you know, a word that you made up, something you said, a dance. But then branding is when you put that exclamation point right on it and you make it all the way around. When she said you got the cups, you got the lighters, you got everything, it's point you to this one thing, and people can identify that. For you guys all know so many brands that you could probably just see something up there and be like, oh, that's like McDonald's. If we put Golden Arches or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's their brand. That it's crazy how just it influenced you and what you do. So branding is how they remember you.